It's wild because, like, if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff.
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter.
What did you think about what he had to say about you when he said you're way better than Floyd Money Mayweather? I know you heard that he said that. What thoughts came to your mind when you heard that Canelo Alvarez said that about you?
Hey, that's a big compliment. He's been in the ring with both of us, so he would know, from...
The recent announcement of a bout between Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford has sent shockwaves through the boxing world. For years, the debate over the sport's true pound-for-pound king has raged without resolution. Now, the landscape has shifted dramatically. Terence "Bud" Crawford has not only entered the conversation, he has forcefully seized the spotlight by delivering a stunning and unforeseen victory over Canelo Alvarez, a feat that has left the entire boxing community reeling.
A great fifth round, and Terence Crawford knew he had to make a stand in this sixth round. That shot got Canelo's attention as Crawford's back was against the ropes. It's a good shot from Crawford, and that shot and that exchange allowed him to box.
The spotlight has shifted back to Floyd Mayweather, with growing talk that a long-awaited clash between the two top fighters could happen. This would be an incredible event, so be sure to like and follow for updates. Now, consider this. If Mayweather and Terence Crawford ever face off, whose legacy would truly shine when the final bell rings? This discussion has suddenly become boxing's biggest topic. The buzz comes from Canelo's unexpected post-fight remarks, Max Kellerman's comeback to the broadcast team, and Mayweather adding his own thoughts from the edge of the ring. Crawford's victory over Canelo wasn't just another win. Most agree it mirrored Mayweather's finest performances, thanks to its flawless and intelligent execution.
If you can compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence "Bud" Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Right in front of the whole world, Canelo stated it clearly. Floyd Mayweather isn't nearly on Crawford's level. Think about the weight of that statement. This isn't coming from just any rival. This is the same Canelo who suffered his first professional loss to Mayweather back in 2013, when he was only 23. What truly stunned everyone was how Crawford handled Canelo's power. He used a defensive strategy that felt just like Mayweather in his prime, methodically slowing Canelo down throughout the fight.
And the fact that his coach said that, he felt like I couldn't hurt Canelo with anything, and Canelo can hurt me with everything. So I think, they put that in his head. And then when he got in there, he was like, whoa, they lied to me. This dude can punch.
Meanwhile, Crawford continued landing his own precise attacks, leaving Canelo visibly frustrated and searching for answers. Many of Crawford's supporters believe the victory should have been even more decisive than the official scores reflected. This wasn't just another win. It was a powerful statement that instantly sparked comparisons. And that is exactly when the real debate about legacy began.
The thing about Crawford that people have to understand, it's wild because, like, if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff. But Floyd picked and chose when he fought guys, especially once he left lightweight. He wiped out the junior lights, bring him lightweight. He jumps up to Jose Luis Castillo first thing. A lot of people think he lost the first fight, then I didn't, but then he won the rematch.
Now, enter Max Kellerman. He returned to the broadcast booth for this fight after decades as one of boxing's most respected voices. His take was crucial. Kellerman didn't hesitate to give Mayweather his full credit, agreeing that Floyd's intelligence, vast experience, and legendary defense were unmatched. But then came the twist. He finally addressed the question fans have debated for years.
But once he left lightweight, he was careful about when he fought guys. So even though his resume is deeper with names, people remember, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone the whole time. That makes a difference to people.
After moving up from lightweight, Mayweather became very selective about when and whom he fought. His record is full of major names, yet critics argue he often waited for his opponents to age, slow down, and become less dangerous. Kellerman pointed out that Crawford operates differently. While Crawford's resume might not have as many superstar names, that was never his path. His approach has always been to fight anyone, anywhere, at any time. Kellerman suggested this fearless style is why his supporters now place his legacy near that of the great Sugar Ray Robinson. It's not just about the wins, but also the unique excitement he brings every time he steps into the ring.
Let me ask you this. Again, also talking about Floyd. He didn't start fighting real fighters, in my opinion, until he left Top Rank.
Okay.
Also. Like, I feel like Top
Oscar,
Rank
you can say the same thing about Oscar.
Yeah. I feel like, promotionals are hold them back, hold a lot of fighters back. Terence Crawford was also a Top Rank fighter.
Kellerman didn't outright crown Crawford as the new king over Floyd. However, his detailed perspective ignited a major debate that boxing fans are still talking about non-stop. Soon, others joined the conversation. Legends of the sport and former rivals alike began to voice their opinions.
The art of knowing when to fight somebody and when not to fight somebody. I mean, that he's the best in that game. He's the best in, making money and making all the, the huge fights happen. But why? Because he was timing every single one of them. He never fought nobody really in their prime. He always
After junior lightweight. Junior lightweight.
Yeah, 100%.
So we all wanted to
So he changed the game in the worst way possible. You're right. Everybody's trying to protect their own. I had to break that, right? With Tank. I made sure we made that.
That was real.
Ryan Garcia's sharp criticism of Mayweather stirred strong reactions online. He claimed Floyd changed boxing for the worse by carefully selecting his fights and protecting his unbeaten record above all else. Garcia acknowledged Mayweather's brilliance at making money, but argued it came at the cost of the sport's true competitive heart.
Crawford is better, bigger. Like he's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather is really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have had the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger.
Shane Mosley, a fighter deeply familiar with both styles, stated that Crawford is the more dangerous opponent overall. Mosley believes Crawford's size, reach, and adaptability would give him a significant edge over Mayweather. What began as a simple fight analysis has exploded into a full generational debate. Younger boxers tend to favor Crawford, while Mayweather's iconic 50-0 record remains a powerful symbol for traditional fans. Then, Mayweather himself stirred the pot, in his signature way. He didn't issue a lengthy statement. Instead, he simply showed the money. The day after the fight, he posted a bet slip proving he wagered $50,000 on Crawford to win. His return was $124,000. It was a classic Floyd move, no press conferences, just proof he backed the right fighter and remains locked into every major event. The reaction was instant. Fans are now left wondering, was this just Floyd being Floyd, or a hint that he's ready to step back into the spotlight himself?
Versus Mike Tyson, it's been signed for under Mayweather Promotions and Mike Tyson Promotions for 2020-26. Worldwide broadcast. Special exhibition. Who the hell would have thought we would be getting this?
A fresh question has now emerged. With Mayweather already scheduled for an exhibition match against Mike Tyson, could this be his way of preparing for something far more significant? Speculation is growing that he might be tuning up for a major showdown, potentially against Terence Crawford. The timing would be perfect, coinciding with another unexpected fight already on the calendar. These rumors surfaced just as the boxing world thought the excitement couldn't possibly increase. Now consider this. Mike Tyson, at 59 years old, is indeed returning to the ring to face Floyd Mayweather. On paper, it defies logic. They come from different eras, weight classes, and fighting styles. Yet in the world of exhibition boxing, where spectacle and revenue often outweigh pure sport, it makes perfect sense. Tyson revealed he wasn't even seeking the fight. It was Floyd who pushed for it. Tyson laughed as he told Fat Joe the truth, explaining that Mayweather was the one eager to make it happen.
Well, I look at it in a situation like this. I mean, they compared me to a Sugar Ray Leonard.
I'm talking about as far as skills, as far as my skills. And I feel I'm on the level of a Sugar Ray Leonard, and I feel that he's not on the level of a Roberto Duran, so he's not going to be able to handle it at all. You can mark my word there.
Of course, the financial incentive is obvious. This isn't a charity match. It's two legendary names capitalizing on nostalgia and fan interest. For Mayweather, however, it's about more than the paycheck. Facing Tyson keeps him in the spotlight, ensures his name stays in the headlines, and, most importantly, forces him back into serious training. Each punch thrown, each press conference, and each promo rebuilds his image as an active fighter, not just a retired icon. Some fans suspect that behind the spectacle of a Tyson exhibition, Mayweather might be testing the waters for a return to more dangerous competition. Could this be a warm-up for something far bigger, like a potential meeting with Terence Crawford? Meanwhile, Crawford is not waiting around. He's focused on making history. Reports indicate he's ready to drop to 160 pounds to chase a world title in a sixth weight class, a feat that would place him among the absolute greats. Potential opponents include the undefeated Kazakh champion Janibek Alimkhanuly and the seasoned Cuban title holder Arislandi Lara. Both men hold belts and present serious challenges. If Crawford defeats even one of them, the argument for his legacy compared to Mayweather's becomes much stronger.
No, they ain't doing that fight. Maybe planning on vacating the belts? No, we ain't gonna vacate the belts. We just gonna sit where we need to sit for a minute, and then, just like I said, get back in the gym and do our thing.
Trainer Brian "Bomac" McIntyre reveals Crawford's move to middleweight has been in the works for over a year. This was not a sudden choice after the Canelo fight. Crawford has explained he wasn't bulking up to chase bigger opponents. Instead, he was carefully shaping his body to reach the 160-pound limit without sacrificing his strength, speed, or defensive skill. Consider what this means. Crawford just defeated Canelo at super middleweight. Now, at 38 years old, he plans to drop down to middleweight to pursue another unification and become a six-division world champion. Achieving that would be so extraordinary that boxing experts would have to rank him alongside legends like Sugar Ray Robinson and Henry Armstrong. While fans would welcome another title, there's one matchup that overshadows all others. No matter who Crawford faces next, there is only one fight the boxing world truly wants to see: Floyd Mayweather versus Terence Crawford.
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah, we ain't going out that much.
Now,
here is where the debate truly intensifies. On one side stands Floyd Mayweather, a defensive genius who crafted a perfect 50-0 record by making even the most dangerous fighters miss their mark. On the other side stands Terence Crawford, versatile, sharp, and incredibly poised. He can switch his stance mid-fight, adapt to any style, and systematically break down even the toughest champions. Unlike Floyd, Crawford fights to dominate, not just to win. As Stephen A. Smith put it, Mayweather was a magician who stayed just out of reach. Crawford, by contrast, is more willing to engage and trade punches to secure his victory.
His own experience. A lot of people, they can say this, they can say that, but there's only, a few people that can say they've been in the ring with Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather and give their own assumption.
This is where opinions truly divide. Some fans argue Mayweather avoided certain fighters, like Pacquiao, at their peak to capitalize on perfect timing. Others maintain he was simply the smartest strategist in boxing history, a master who never took unnecessary risks. But here's the real point. For Crawford, it's not just about another fight. He carries a different mindset, one rooted in legacy and a willingness to risk it all for glory. A showdown with Mayweather would be about more than money or spectacle. It would settle a question that has lingered for years. Is Mayweather's defensive mastery truly unbeatable? So where do things stand now? Since Crawford's decisive win over Canelo, the debate has exploded. Max Kellerman reignited old conversations. Ryan Garcia's criticism added fuel to the fire. Shane Mosley pointed to Crawford's clear advantages. And Mayweather himself reminded everyone he's still watching, with that winning bet slip as proof. With Mayweather's exhibition against Tyson approaching and Crawford chasing history at middleweight, talk of a potential super fight is louder than ever. One major question remains. If this dream match actually happened, could Mayweather's perfect defense withstand Crawford's relentless pressure? Or would Crawford rewrite history by handing Money his first loss? Tell us in the comments if you want to see this fight happen. One thing is certain, the boxing world is watching, and the debate is only getting hotter.
The fighting pride of Omaha, Nebraska, USA, and Ring Magazine, an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Terence Floyd Crawford.
Don't miss a moment of the action. Subscribe to Knockout Legend and hit the notification bell so you're always in the know. Be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching. See you next time.